folks, it's week 12 of our Strat-O-Matic playthrough. We're now at the point now where playoff positioning, let alone getting into the postseason, matters, as now every game is vital. I mean, granted, some teams are out already, but there are some teams that are fighting really hard for it. And in this matchup, that is definitely worth mentioning because we got two of the best teams in the NFC going at it. In fact, the very fate of the NFC North and maybe even home field in the NFC itself is at stake in this one, as we have the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings in what should be a good one. We got who's ready for some good football? Howdy, folks. Morgoth the Barbarian here, and welcome to week 12 of our Strat-O-Matic football playthrough. Today we have got a very big matchup that's going to have a lot of implications for the playoffs. It's the 9-2 Green Bay Packers against the 8-3 Minnesota Vikings. Both teams, as you can probably guess, are in contention for the NFC North. And in the case of the Packers, they not only have the league's best record, but they've got a very good shot at being the number one seed in the NFC. It's a little bit of a reminder, my playoffs work exactly like the NFL's does. The top 7 teams from each conference get in. So if you are number 1, congratulations. You automatically move on to the semifinals. For the other 6 teams, well, good luck trying to fight it out between all of you. That's all I gotta say. But so if Green Bay wins this, they're pretty much not only in good command of winning the NFC North, but they might just, be able to get that number 1 overall seed. Now, if the Vikings were to beat their rivals, though, that's a whole different story. Because we'll have 2 9-3 teams, and the funny part is the Vikings have yet to lose a conference game even. Let me just double check on that at the moment. Yeah, they are currently undefeated in the NFC. Somehow they've been losing the AFC North squads. I don't know how that happened. But they're 8-8 in the NFC, 3-3 in their own division. That would be really good for them, not so much for the Packers. And at that point, we'd have to see how the final 4 games play out afterwards. Chances are both these teams will end up being seen in the postseason, but Green Bay has a little bit more to lose here. So we will see how this one plays out. Before we begin, though, we got to see how both of these teams got to this position. Let's just say one of these squads had a field day. Both of these teams actually played divisional opponents, and one of these teams had an absolute field day against whoever they played, as well as some other fun shenanigans that I may have rolled for this week. Roll that beautiful footage. Alright, first off, apologies in advance if my voice sounds a little weak. I'm still getting over a cold as of this video. Oh, that's been fun. Yep, and there it is. Anyways, Packers are going to be in red, even though their team colors are green, but that's because the Vikings are the home team. They get to be in green, so they're already taunting the Packers. We're already off to a good start. Alright, Packers are the visitors, so they're going to call this one odds. No. Vikings will defer. So Packers do get the ball first, but the Vikings will get it to the second half. That's kind of the important part. Alright, we're underway for Minnesota. I want to say defense, not offense. Silly. There we go. Okay. Minnesota's kick is away. Oh, look at that touchback. Starting at the good old 25. Doesn't surprise me one bit. All right. I know we just saw the Packers a couple weeks ago. Now, here they are again. Romeo Dobbs, he is going to be our split? No, he's our flanker. My bad. Alan Lazard, he gets to be the slot / fullback. Aaron Jones is the running back. Christian Watson is the split here. Now, who we did not see is Robert Tonyan. He was injured at the time. Well, good news, he's no longer injured. He just came back this week. So we get to see him this time around. And if you recall, Aaron Rodgers is still on this team. Again, I am aware he is on the Jets, but this is last year's card set, so here he is. He's on the Packers. Kind of makes you wonder if this season I'm playing out had played out, would he have stayed on the... Oh, who am I kidding? They would have moved on anyways. That's a whole nother discussion for another day. Speaking of discussions, let's start with 1st and 10. On the 25, shall we? Yeah, that's a better discussion to have. Another discussion. Why is Minnesota giving up short gains on the first play of the game? What are you doing here? Great. They just gave up a 13-yard run to Aaron Jones right off the bat. Okay, we're off to a really good start. First down, Green Bay. Probably not the best to be doing that, but so be it. 1st and 10. We're going to switch it to a pass. Why not? 3 on a short. And Rodgers misses everything, including the kitchen sink. Oopsies. That one was going out to Romeo Dobbs. All right, 2nd down and 10. Try it again. Would help if I move those. 7 on an off tackle. Now 1 yard. All right, that's a much improvement. I guess they heard me. 3rd and 9 here. Try Watson this time. 10 on a short. And there is absolutely nothing. Oops. Well, that was quick. So Rodgers misses both his throws, and it's punt time, I'm afraid. Oopsies. 10. Pat O'Donnell will send this. That's it? 38 yards? Ugh. That stinks. Not exactly a good punt, but okay. It's returned for a gain of... Now, what does Green Bay say? Oops. 13. Okay, so that brings it up to the 36. Not bad. Not a bad start for Minnesota. It could have gone a little bit better, but they'll take that nevertheless. So they'll get it at the 36. Now, we haven't had a game with Minnesota completely. They may have popped up in one of those older overtime videos I did. Then I stopped those because I realized it was taking up too much work. I was like, oops. Yeah, I kind of overdid it there. So here's the starting lineup. There are no injuries on their end, by the way. Adam Phelan, he is the flanker. KJ Osborne, fullback / slot. Dalvin Cook is running. We got TJ Hockenson at the tight end. Justin Jefferson at the split. Gotta watch him as always. And, of course, Kirk Cousins is the quarterback. No Achilles injuries in this one, I'm afraid. Good thing. Okay, 1st and 10. They're going to start by giving it to Jefferson just because they can. 9. It's guessed wrong. We're throwing this to Jefferson, and he's getting 13 to start us off. All right, good start. 1st down. So Cousins' first pass to Jefferson works out quite nicely. Forgive me, I'm just like having to type this in. Second down here. Okay, first down. Excuse me. Green Bay will once again look for the run. Dalvin Cook on his first carry is getting 4. Okay, not bad. 2nd and 6. I'm going to say they're going to pass it. Yep. 3. Short gain if this were to hold. 14 yards if this were to hold. The opponent was offsides. That's actually kind of hilarious. The penalty's obviously going to be declined. They'll take the 14 over to 5. First down. And that was 2. I'll take a good guess. It was Justin Jefferson again. That's not going to come as a surprise, if I'm being honest. So, 1st and 10 here. I'm going to short pass it to Hawkinson. He's pretty good. 11 on a short. Oh, no. That's a good start, Green Bay. Good start. Good start. It's a touchdown. I rolled a long gain, and the minimum you can have is 35. We're at the 33, so there's no need to real roll this, but let's just see what he would have gotten for the heck of it. 41, but he needed 33. Whatever. So Hawkinson just outruns literally everybody. I don't think Green Bay's defense really saw him just run by everybody. And, yeah, 33 yards to pay dirt for TJ Hawkinson. Just like that. Oh, yikes. Greg Joseph. Ugh. 10 or 11. That could be an issue. Oh, not this time. Good. Okay, that was quick. Was not expecting a long TD pass right off the bat, but there you go. TJ Hawkinson, 33 yards from Kirk Cousins. 7-0, just like that. My goodness. Oh, if this keeps up for the Packers, this may be a very long day. Let's not do that again. All right, and well, I think it is music time, right? Right. Unless we have any special teams penalties, which hasn't happened before. So we're going to assume that's going to not going to happen. So move along. Minnesota's moving the ball again. Isn't this wonderful? 1st and 10 from the 19. 9 on a short. To the receiver, it's going Jefferson's way, and it was guessed wrong. Uh-oh. That's the 2nd time I've done that. Touchdown. It's a long game because it was guessed wrong, but as I mentioned earlier, he needed 19, and he would have gotten, oh my God, a lot. He would have gotten 50. He needed 19. Yeah, I'm calling that a touchdown, of course. Extra point. Good. So, yeah, another touchdown pass. This time, Justin Jefferson gets in on the act. Who else? And, Packers? You do realize there's a game going on right now because there's 6 minutes in the first quarter and you're down by 2 touchdowns already. There's a game going on. You haven't completed a pass. You're 0 for 4. And you're basically just spotted Minnesota 2 touchdowns in the Minneapolis. You guys need to fix that, or could get really ugly. Did you not see what they did last week to the poor Lions? Did you not hear that Cousins threw 5 TD passes last week? You might want to get on that before something bad happens, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, let's see if the Packers can fix this. 6, and there's a penalty to go with it. To the 3, the number 2 back. We'll make a note of that. Uh-oh. Oh, God, here we go. Our friendly neighborhood special teams issue because it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick it up unless something happened. Opponent offsides on a kickoff? What? What? How does that even... Oh, okay. How am I supposed to resolve this? This is a little weird. Opponent offsides on a kickoff. I hate to do this to Green Bay, but I'm not going to count that. So the fumble unfortunately stands. Yep. The fumble unfortunately stands because I have no idea how to resolve that whatsoever. Never heard of it. I'm just going to pretend like it doesn't happen. And yeah, that just happened. Ladies and gentlemen, our classic special teams blunder just showed up. We all know there's at least one time during these that I roll for something stupid on special teams where somebody fumbles a kickoff or a punt return, and here we go. We just had ours. Even my neighborhood didn't like that. Oh, we've got car horns everywhere. Minnesota's... Pretend it's the skull horn, okay? Even though it's in car horn version, but yeah. Special teams fumble. Mixon just fumbled it. Whoops! That wasn't supposed to happen. So as if this couldn't get any worse for the Vikings, for the Packers. It's now 1st and 10 for the Vikings, and they're at the 20. Oh dear. Let's see if they can get this out of the way. Wrong one. Oh, same result. To the receiver, we're going Hawkinson, who gets 12 in a first. So TJ Hawkinson, and Minnesota just continues its passing fancy here. They've already got 116 yards through the air. Oh boy, 1st and 10. From the 8. Are they going to cash in that turnover? Almost! They get 7, but not quite. That was the KJ Osborne they tried to get it to, and he couldn't. He almost pulled it off, but not quite. It's a yard short. I'm going to have to call in Irv Smith because the blocking back is needed here. 2nd and 1. We're going for Cook right off the bat. They'll guess this one. They'll actually guess this correctly. 2nd and goal to go from the 1. Cook just needs a yard. And he would have gotten 2. Touchdown. So now it's Cook's turn to join in the party as he cashes in from a yard out. And the turnover does get cashed in for 6 points. Make it 7. And it is 21-0 Vikings. Just like that. Thanks to that turnover on our friendly neighborhood special teams turnover that always loves to show up at the worst possible moments. Yeah. That just happened again. Opponent offsides on a kickoff. Yeah, give me a break. All right. Any more special teams blunders? Speaking of which, that's to the number 3. Oh, God. Here we go again. To the number 2 back. I'll roll it in a minute. 3. Whoa! That was very close to a touchdown. Keaton Nixon almost redeemed himself with a touchdown. It's at the 36. Wow. Oh, this is one of the rare times that I can get return touchdowns. Now, hold on, because as you can see, I kind of threw it out of bounds on that. No penalties whatsoever. Okay, well, everything's fine. Good job, me, for throwing the thing off. Okay, Green Bay, you got to do something here. This is embarrassing. All right, come on, man. This is starting to get borderline embarrassing. It's 21-0. Come on already. You got to do something for us. Anything. You know what? I got to do it. We'll try Tanyan. 4th and 2. Here we go. Hey, a 7-yard completion. Good job, Green Bay. You actually completed passes. Okay, that's a good start. So Tanyan for 7, and it's a 1st down. Whew. Okay, and we keep going. 1st and 10 from the 30. Aha! The Packers finally figured out how to move the ball. That took them long enough. 1st and 10 from the 11 now. Yeah, we're going to try to pass. Oops, guessed wrong. Just a yard for Aaron Jones as the first quarter comes to a close. All right, well, at least it's a new quarter, so now the now at least they don't have to worry about that. 2nd and 9 from the 10. 11 on a short. Oh dear. It was guessed correctly. So 2 through 6 or 12. Whew. Okay, good. Nothing bad happened, but that could have been a pick. It got tipped, but it could have been a pick. They were looking for Watson. All right, 3rd down here. I'm gonna try doing it to Dobb. Oh, that was actually excuse me, I'm giving the wrong guy the target there. It was the Dobbs. Now we're going to Watson. Oopsies, almost made that mistake. 3rd down. 3rd and 9, by the way, so they can still get to the 1 and keep this drive going. What does Dobbs... Okay, now it's going to Watson. What does he do? Nothing. How about nothing? Okay. 4th down and 9. If I wasn't down by so much... You know what? I'm just going to take the points. You know what? No, I'm going to go for it. The hell with this. 4th down and 9. 9 to keep this drive going. 10 for, reasons. Why not? 4th and 9. But in reality, I'm aiming for the end zone, so whatever. The result of this is... Good call, because it's a touchdown. Would have gotten 11, and he instead just needed 10. 9 for he gets the first and the touchdown. Good job. Alan Lazard gets that 10-yard touchdown completion from Aaron Rodgers. There we go. Now the game is a little bit more respectable. Mason Crosby's extra point, meanwhile, is... Well, I was going to say good, and then this happened. Never mind, it's good. All right, there we go, Packers. Now you've actually done something. Granted, they're still down by 2 touchdowns, but at least the game is now more competitive than it was, say, a few minutes ago. So 10-yard completion on 4th down of all things to Alan Lazard from Rogers, and we got ourselves a ball game again with 14-15 in the second quarter. Whew. Okay, I was getting worried there for a second. So Cook for 14. It stands. Green Bay has been making too many stupid penalties on this drive. They've had a roughing the passer, and then, of course, they had a personal foul. Now they just given up. They were offsides, but Minnesota still got 14 yards off of it. Yeah, if they score, you kind of deserve this. 1st and 10 from the 11. Throwing it to Hawk. Oops. Wouldn't have mattered anyways. Touchdown. Because Hawkinson would have gotten 11. He instead gets 13, but of course he needs 11, so it works out. Funny how that does. And yeah, another TD pass. Hawkinson just collected his 2nd. Very nice game for him. How about that extra point? That's good. Oh boy, this is turning into a demolition really quickly, and it still is, despite the Packers touchdown. How about 28-7 in favor of the Vikings? Maybe the Packers should have kicked a field goal. It could have been 28-3, and we all know what happens when it gets to 28-3. Wait, the Patriots are not playing in this game. Never mind. Never mind. That doesn't apply here, I think. I mean... You never know. Yeah, we're not going to go there. Don't worry, Vikings. You're safe. It's 28-7, not 28-3. Speaking of which, Minnesota, kick us off. Lazard, it doesn't work. Another punt. 6 for 17. My goodness, that is not Rodgers-like at all. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. This stage has got a hell of a lot worse. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a blocked punt. This is a first. I've never seen this happen. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna treat this like a normal fumble here. Evens. Wait a minute. Treat it like a normal fumble. I mean, it's not going to matter. So, does Minnesota get it? Yes, they do. Does Minnesota get the return it? Evens. Yes, they do. Is this going for 6, potentially? I'm going to have to read the interception chart. No. You know what? Flat plant. Technically, it's supposed to be. You know what? Because this is a blocked punt. I'm going to allow it. The flat pass only touchdown count. And guess what I rolled? Oops. Touchdown. It counts. A blocked punt gets returned for a touchdown. I am allowing it. Oof. Oof. That hurt. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Speaking of worse, that extra point is no good. Oops. That was bound to happen too at some point, but who cares? Special teams play. Touchdown. Yikes. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse for the Packers, someone ends up blocking that punt, and they return it all the way for a touchdown. Oh, my God. Wow. That is a first in this playthrough, ladies and gentlemen. These special teams blunders, they always love to show up at the worst possible moment. Speaking of which, it's now 34-7. Oh God, this is just keeps getting worse for Green Bay. Oh my God. All right. This is we're staying with it, but it's getting really bad if you're Green Bay. Okay, let's hope this doesn't end in disaster. A whole lot incomplete. They were looking for Dobbs again and found nothing again. Told you I would regret that, but I have no choice now. Here the Packers. 23, right? Yeah. That is not where I want to be giving the Vikings the ball, but here we are. I have literally no choice but to give it to them at that range. All right, 1st and 10. What are we doing here? Hey. All right, focus. 1st and 10. Yeah, we'll say run. From the 23. Linebuck goes for just a 2-yard run. Because now Cook is going to get it. 2nd down and 8. This is going to be guessed wrong. 6 yards at the stands. Do it again because there was offsetting penalties. Oops. 2nd and 8. Oh, hell. 3 on a flat. Yeah, short gain. Of course there is. And Hawkinson will get down to the 3. 18 yards for Hawkinson. Hey, guess what? Remember how I said I would regret that decision? Well, here we go again. 1st and 10 from the 3 after I bring in Irv Smith to help block. Cook on his first carry loses a yard, maybe. Nope, never mind. Number 5. How about a holding? 10-yard penalty. Do that over again. Okay, so now it's 1st and 13. Well, if you insist. Green Bay's not going to see this coming. 5. Oh, jeez. 2, 3, or 12. It's a fumble! Nope. Well, I mean, they had their shot. At least Cook loses a yard, so there's that. But that could have ended up a lot better for the Packers, sadly. It is Dean Lowry getting credit for the fumble, by the way. The forced fumble, but nobody got it for the Packers, I'm afraid. Oops. 2nd and 14 now. Would help if I rolled this. That's going to Hawkinson. I'm aware of the penalty. He would lose 2 if this held. And, yeah, it's not going to because, well, that's at number 5. Oh, it's still holding. Speaking of holding, hey, guess what? There's another one. Go back even further. 2nd and 24. Ew, what is this? What is this? 2nd and 24. How dare you? And we have another potential penalty coming up on an incompletion. Oh, opponent number 3. Oh, no. Yep, it's pass interference, so guess what? Good news, that's an incomplete pass. Bad news, there was a reason for that. Half the distance to the goal. and it's first down even worse. Now, this is the bizarre part because, yeah, I'm placing that there. So it's 1st and 10 again, and yet they're at the 12. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. 1st and 10 from the 12. Yeah, try to keep up with this. This is just weird. 2 yards for Dalvin Cook. On the flip side, at least the clock is getting burned, so there is that, I guess. 2nd and 8. Might as well. Speaking of clock burning. Oops, wrong guy. 2-yard loss if it stands. Oh. What is with the penalties? Oh, the play never happened because false start. Laws. Okay. It's now 2nd and 13. I know. Everyone's like, what are we doing here? Stop this. Oh, I still have Irv Smith in the game. What the? Okay, get here. There. I didn't even realize I did until just now. All right. Oh, sure. We'll give it to Hawkinson. Okay. 2nd and 13. Just so we're all on the same page. Oh, dear. 2 or 12. No. It's an incomplete pass. That was an interception roll I was going for, but no dice. Okay. Okay, let's do it. You know where I'm going with this one. Oh, I guessed wrong. Whatever. You know where I'm going with this one. 3rd and 15 and 13. 15 for a touchdown. Oh, that's just cute. 12 yards, so he does not get the first. Jefferson caught that, but he's a yard shy as of this very moment. I say this because I stopped the clock. We have an injury roll. I rolled all threes, as you can see. Well, whoever's sitting at the fullback, you're out of here. For a game, this game and the next, so KJ Osborne is gone. All right, so KJ Osborne is done for the game and the next one, too, while we're at it. That is unfortunate, but alas, how it goes. Meanwhile, it's 4th and 1, and I'm going to go for it, just because I can. 3 for a touchdown, by the way. 6. Good job, Green Bay. Good job. It's a turnover on downs as Cook gets stuffed at the 3. All right. That helps them a lot. I mean, granted, they're still in the shadow goal end zone here, but who cares? They at least stopped them from scoring anymore here. So Cook runs up the middle and gets precisely 0. Oof. I mean, Vikings are still up 34-7, but I know that was a wild sequence with all the penalties, but yeah, that just happened, unfortunately. So. All right. 1st and 10 here. Again, Vikings get the ball to start the second half. So, you know what? Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's just fling it like the Lazard. Right out of the gate. See what happens. 1st and 10. 4 on a long. Oh, that worked out well. Wow, really? I'll have to remember that. 30 yards to Alan Lazard. Hold on. 13, 17. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that worked. Green Bay's just going to let the clock go. But, yeah, they needed that way more than they're aware. Okay, so that helps a lot. So it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Lazard's doing work, so might as well keep feeding him again. 3 and a short. Nothing's there, so oops. Okay, 2nd and 10 here. 6 on a flat. That's 6 yards. Minnesota's actually going to take a timeout, though, and that's their first. Tanyan gets 6, by the way. Okay, we're at 3rd and 4 as a point of reference. Do it again. And this time we'll send it. I mean, sure, why not? We'll send it Lazard's way again. 3rd and 4. 10 on a long is getting us nothing. Oh, penalty. Wait. I take that back because, oops. Oh, there's why. It was incomplete. Pass interference on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Oof. First down. All right. 1st and 10 here. 3 and a short. 12. First down. Green Bay will continue to just let that clock run, but yeah, we'll let it run. So 12 yards right to, I believe it was Dobbs. Okay. 1st and 10 from the 4. Meanwhile, Lazard is out. Am I going to have to... Oh, there's a Mercedes, Lewis. Aha. Oh, he's not eligible for that spot, so Tanyan will have to be the blocking back as Lewis is only eligible for tight end duty. Okay, that's fine. We'll try him. 1st and 10 from the 4 with 37 seconds remaining. 8, flat, receiver, Lewis. No, incomplete. Just trying to get it to Mercedes Lewis. It didn't work. 2nd and 10. Excuse me, 4. 11. Oh dear. 2 for 4. This is a problem. Like I was saying, that is a problem. And by that, I mean Rodgers just threw an interception. Okay, it's not returned for a touchdown. That's the good news out of this. The Vikings will get it right at their own 25, though. Because that could have been returned 100 yards for a touchdown, but it wasn't. I'm going to say there's 15 seconds left. Whoops. So as if this half couldn't get any worse, they tried to get it to Tanyan, and instead Rodgers completed it to someone, all right. He just completed it to Zadarius Smith. Actually, wait a minute. Smith's a pass rusher. On second thought, he completed it to Jordan Hicks. Yeah, fun fact, Jordan Hicks does not play for the Green Bay Packers. Whoops! That wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, now what am I going to do with 1st and 10 here with 15 seconds remaining and 25... Actually, I'm going to let the half come to an end. Cousins will take a knee. I mean, they're getting the ball back to start the second half, so we might as well just do it. So Cousins takes a knee, and yeah, that's all she wrote for that quarter. Yikes, half, excuse me. Yikes, and even more yikes. Ouch. 34-7. I mean, this is a tale of just 2 passers. Look at Cousins. This is just outstanding. This is even above the maximum, by the way, which is even more insane. Hawkinson has 2 TDs. Jefferson has a touchdown and 68 yards. They've had a blocked punt for a TD, a special teams blunder that was turned into a TD, and just more blunders all over the place. And then look at Rodgers. That is not something you should be seeing from anyone, and let alone Aaron Rodgers. That's just bad. Everyone just hasn't been catching, or he's just missing everything. That is how you get into a 34-7 game right there. It's just absolutely abysmal for the Packers here. Yikes, yikes, and even more yikes. And the Vikings get the ball to start the second half as things couldn't get any worse. So, yeah, this is not going the way I expected at all. Whoo boy. Well, let's see if half number 2 is any better or if the Packers can even make this close again. Green Bay finally showing some signs of life after that long 38-yard completion to Lazard. Took him long enough. My goodness, could this be the start of something? 1st and 10 from the 15. Let's find out, shall we? 7 on a flat, probably not this time. Nope, incomplete. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, never mind. It's incomplete. I almost missed the penalty there. Blind ref syndrome almost came back to haunt me. Go figure. Oh, dear. 2nd and 10. They're not going to see this off-tackle run coming from Aaron Jones. They've hardly been running the ball, in case you couldn't tell. Uh-oh. Potential touchdown as I just rolled a short gain. Believe 2 through 7. There you go, touchdown. Aaron Jones catches the defense completely napping and just runs in for 15 yards without even, blinking there. There you go, Green Bay. It took you long enough. Welcome. I'm going to roll for the extra point. Hopefully it's not an 11. That is not an 11, so it's good. Okay. Well, last time Green Bay actually did score, it didn't really mean much. But, hey, with 11 minutes, Green Bay is more than in this still. It's still 34-14, so there's still 20 points from at least tying and 3 touchdowns from tying and or taking the lead. But, it's a start. And there's still 26 minutes left in this game. Still plenty of time. Let's just hope nothing happens. 4th and 1 from the 29. I think I'm taking the points here. 46-yard field goal by Greg Joseph is up, and that could be a problem. 29 for 32. Actually, no, he rolled snake and 2 6s a good thing, too, because it's a good... For a split second there, I thought he missed it. 10 or 11 would have been nasty, but thankfully he rolled 2 6s. He already missed an extra point, so I wouldn't put it beneath him to miss something. But yeah, Minnesota finally scores their first points of the quarter over here. Their lead gets extended out to 37-14. Oh boy, this is not looking good for Green Bay. I think they may need a score on this drive, or I'm probably going to call it. There you go. Hey, they're in, I think Green Bay heard me. Nice. Oh, that's Watson. 1st and 10 again from the 20. Let's try Dobbs now. 10. Not this time. Incomplete. Second down. I think they're going to run it. No. That's not a run. That's a flat swing to Jones, who is going to get 10 because it was guessed incorrectly. Whoops. 1st down. I think they remembered what happened earlier with the touchdown, and yeah, no, that didn't work out. 1st and goal to go all of a sudden from the 10 here. Nine, and there it is. Touchdown. Would have gotten them 11, but they just needed 10. And there you go. 10 yards right to Christian Watson. Green Bay definitely heard me. That's for sure. At the moment, they're down by 17. I'm going to go for the extra point for right now. I need two point conversions and an extra point. Let's just get the extra point out of the way with this. Hopefully this isn't an 11. Okay, that's not an 11. So that thankfully that worked. The extra point from Crosby is good. It is 37-21. So Green Bay needs to score twice and then get two point conversions to really tie this one up. They still have a shot here, but their defense needs to step up. Let's hope that can happen. First and 10. I meant to do line block, just so we're clear. Oops. Off tackle. Oh, this could be a problem. And by problem, I mean it's going to be a touchdown. 31 yards, but he needed 23 for the end zone. So, whoops. That wasn't supposed to happen. As Cook just got into the end zone for the second time tonight. Ouch. That is, kind of a big blow there. And I'll just kick the extra point. What's the big whoop? Yeah, it's good. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Not even in the slightest sense. 44-14 Minnesota, and Dalvin Cook just blew this game even more wide open than it was just a minute ago. That's his second TD. He's also got 110 rushing yards too. All right, Green Bay, either you score on this or I'm turning the lights out on this game. That's how this is going. 8 yards in the back of the end zone. So you're at the 20. Okay. All right, here's the deal. If Green Bay doesn't score on this, I am turning the lights out on this game. Otherwise, because we're not going to have y'all sit and for this, including me. So here we go. Green Bay either scores on this or this game is just about over. So now we've got to go all completely abandon the run and go all pass in order to even have a shot. Not looking too hot. 1st and 10 here. Screw it. 4 on a long pass. 30 yards as Minnesota's horrible secondary all of a sudden makes an appearance. They were fine all game, and now all of a sudden they're like appearing. As Rodgers just smokes them for 40 more yards, and suddenly it's first and goal to go from the 4. Just like that. I'm going to bring Mercedes Lewis in here. This is going to Tanyan, by the way. Does Tanyan get a touchdown? Yes, he does. He would have gotten 5. There it is. Needed 4 yards, got 5. Touchdown. Robert Tanyan. All right, and that puts us at 44-27. Wait, really? Hold on, did I screw up? What the hell? Hold on. We have a little bit of an issue here. Okay, I'm an idiot because I didn't realize earlier when I said the wrong score. My bad. Okay, so the deficit is back to 17 at the moment. Let's make it 16. Here comes the extra point. It's good. Okay. Everything is fine. I said the wrong score earlier. My apologies. Thankfully, that scoreboard down there told you all the correct score. It's actually 44-28 in favor of the Packers. Excuse me. Oh, my. Vikings. We're just going to pretend like my cold is causing issues, okay? We're just going to pretend like my cold is causing me to lose my brain and everything is fine. Also, the fact that it's already dark out and it's only 5:30 when I'm recording this. That's what's screwing me up. I blame that. I fully blame that. Plausible deniability here. 8 yards in the back of the end zone. We have another first. I'm going to call ball game. Touchdown. 108-yard kickoff return TD for the Vikings. Wow, you have got to be kidding me. That is the game, by the way. I'm calling game on that one. Wow. Holy, okay. Extra point is good. That was not supposed to happen. So what just happened, for those that didn't know what was going on there, I just rolled a, as you just saw, I rolled snake eyes on a kickoff return. Both these returners, if you do that, it's an automatic touchdown. We just had one of those just now. It's like Green Bay cannot get a break whatsoever here. It's now 51-28. So as soon as Green Bay gets any kind of momentum, this happens. Ugh. All right, Green Bay, you're once again back on your last chance. That was highly unfortunate. 8 yards in the back of the end zone. Let's see if they can get one of their own. Snake Eyes would do it. Is this really happening right now? Is this really happening right now? Oh my God, touchdown. The Packers just responded with a special team of a return TD of their own. Are you kidding me? Oh, that is the wrong card. I'm not even making this up. Keyshawn Nixon It's his turn to go do that. Extra point from Crosby is good. What is going on here? What is going on? We have lost full control of this game here. It is now 51-35. Whoa. Whoa. Dueling 100+ yard kick returns. This game has gotten out of control, folks. Holy bleep. All right, let's see if this one ends up going. Oh, I've never gave the 15 seconds. Oh, there's a penalty on this one. To the 5, are we about to have another one? Snake eyes. No. And even worse, there's a penalty on top of that. It's only a meager 25 yards if this holds. Oh, man. That would have been funny if there was 3 in a row. What are the odds? Yeah, the kick and return stands. Okay, that was an insane sequence. I was not expecting that to happen at all. My goodness. And for a split second there, I thought this game, I was going to have to end this game here for sure. And Green Bay just keeps this alive. I'm a yard short, but I'm up by 16. We got to make it a free score gain. Here comes the field goal. 47 yards from Greg Joseph. This kick is away, and 30. Yeah, that is good. That is good from 47 from Greg Joseph. Okay. That's what they needed right there to at least control this game to some extent. Vikings up 54-35 after that on the field goal from Greg Joseph. All right, Packers once again are on the fringe, but they're now down by 3 scores. This is not good. All right, they'll start at the 25. Just like earlier, if there's no score, this game is pretty much over. I'm calling GG's. So it's either they score now or goodbye. Alan Lazard, you're not allowed to escape. He just literally just fell through. Whoopsies. You're not allowed to leave the game just yet, buddy. Okay, speaking of Lazard, actually, it's been working all day, so we'll try it. 1st and 10. Of course, Minnesota's playing the pass at this point. 11 on a long. Oh, dear. This might end the game. 2 through... I think this is going to end the game because unless this is an 11, it's an interception. And there's the ball game, folks. Intercepted. Took one too many shots at Alan Lazard, and instead he found, we're going to say, one of the safeties here. So, Smith or Bynum? Bynum. Bynum will get credit for the interception. Does he return it for a touchdown? I don't think so. It shouldn't be a pick 6. If it was a flat pass, it would be, but in this case, they'll get it at their own 45. So Bynum, they were looking for Lazard, and I think they threw that a few too many times, and Andrew Bynum said, enough of this, and just picks off Rodgers. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I am calling GG on this. So what's now about to happen is I'm going to simulate the rest of this game off camera really quick. I'll finish this drive, and then that is it. We are done here. We don't need to see any more. Minnesota, congratulations. You've won this game. Let's see what the final score ends up turning out to be. And it is... All right, so I rolled out the rest of the game. Minnesota ended up getting a field goal under ensuing possession. And of course, Aaron Rodgers threw yet another pick to Andrew Bynum right in the end zone. Oops. Oh well, that just wasn't their game. Vikings 57, Packers 35. Vikings still unbeaten against any team in their own conference. Both teams are now 9-3. And if I'm not mistaken here, hold on a minute. I believe the Vikings now have the tiebreaker. Yeah, see, I'm kind of behind. Give me 1 minute. I'm trying to look. Oh, they do. Well, that is very unfortunate. So yes, the Vikings do in fact have the tiebreaker over the Packers in regards to the NFC North. They've won both games. They previously won 31-14 all the way back in week 3, so I will keep that in mind. But yeah, that was an absolutely horrific game for the Packers. 57. What are you guys doing here? Good grief. Okay, Rodgers. I don't know how he ended up with 400 yards, but he did, but the 3 picks weren't helping him at all. He was just missing everybody. Somehow, Alan Lazard ended up with 168 yards and a TD. Tonyan kind of got some yardage as I rolled for him pretty well in that last drive, but... And of course, we had the special teams touchdowns, the 109-yard kickoff return, or 108, I don't remember, but that could have gone a lot better for the Packers. For the Vikings, I'd say it went pretty good. Kirk Cousins only threw for 246. They got 164 from Dalvin Cook, so I guess it works itself out. Most of their damage was done on the special teams, where they had that blocked punt and a kickoff return of their own. So there's 2 of your touchdowns, 7 touchdowns right there. I mentioned Bynum got 2 picks. One of their linebackers got the other. There were 2 forced fumbles by the special teams unit too. I guess you can pin this on Green Bay's special teams, which makes sense because if I recall in this particular year, it wasn't really that good. No, it was the year before that. I don't think it might have been good this year either, but Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, they did pretty good. Greg Joseph was very busy, and he only missed 1 extra point. Good job. 9 out of 10. I mean, that's the best you can hope for. But yeah, Vikings, both teams are now 9-3, and I think it's safe to say the Vikings not only have command of the NFC North, but now command of the NFC pending whatever else gets rolled. As I'm recording this, I still got to roll the rest of week. Serve here. The Vikings are not only in command of the NFC North, but in the rest of the NFC pending the rest of the week's results. We will have to see how it plays out. But yeah, this is a big win for them and a not so big and a complete disaster for Green Bay here. This is kind of just like worst case scenario for them. So that is going to do it for me. 57-35, Minnesota wins. Easily by far our highest scoring game out of our series, as I just dropped 92 combined points. And Minnesota now has the high watermark for points too, which was set by, get ready for this, the New York Jets of all teams. They put up 51 in week 10. Okay, glad we fixed that, because that just is not acceptable at all for a multitude of reasons. But yeah, Minnesota, good job. You at least did something for me there. So that'll do it. Of course, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the usual buttons, and I'll see you on the next time, where hopefully... Oh, who am I kidding? There's going to be all sorts of chaos. There always is with these things. expect the worst, basically. Okay, bye.